Having a large homework load and a side job of being an artist, balancing work and hobbies has always been tricky. We've always found ourselves trapped in a cycle of procrastination and in denial, and a lack of motivation. So I'm here to give some tips about motivation. Working in a last-minute environment is very alarming and exhausting. I'm sure no one wants to give up their sleep time to complete their project and hand it in at 11:59. Although you may still get your work done, this is a very unhealthy habit, as it can cause you to lose a crucial amount of sleep that could get you refreshed for the next day. Everyone has 24 hours in a day, but why do some people complete their tasks more efficiently and some struggle to balance? This is because of procrastination. This is quite a widely used term now, referring to the act of delaying a neglected task. Technically, procrastination is not a form of laziness. It's a behavior caused by an overwhelming amount of stress. Personally, I do procrastinate a lot. However, I do understand how unwillingly you can be to complete a task. In my opinion, I complete tasks more efficiently and quickly if I'm in the mood to do it. For me, listening to music and planning out my schedule beforehand really encourages me to start doing my work. Honestly, everyone's motive is different, but through some research, observation of my habits and my friends' behavior, here are some tips to gain motivation to work. To show how deadly procrastination can be, I decided to let myself procrastinate as much as I want for one day and efficiently work on my task on another, and compare the differences in the amount of work done and how much rest I get on that night. So basically in the morning I have to go to school. So after school I procrastinated with some food, and then I went to practice my piano, and then I started to do some illustrations, and then dinner came. So that was basically what I did for the whole day. And after Friday, I basically just procrastinated my way through the weekends, and I also read, and also a lot of animating. And obviously this resulted in me completing all of my work late at night. Okay, on Monday, surprisingly, no school, so I played the piano, and then I did some studying, and then I took a little break, and some editing as well. School was getting tough, so I needed to study in the morning, and then I had lunch to take a little break, and then I also studied right after, and then had some little breaks in between. Okay, so here's just a really quick comparison of what I've done in these 2 days, and I know that there are really a lot of other factors which affect how much work I do every day, but this is just a really casual sharing to show how procrastination can really affect what you do. Okay, so on Friday, I procrastinated as much as I like, which is 1 hour, and transportation is just to show that I went to school, and I've done Chinese and some editing, and that in total is about 2 hours or so, a little bit more than 1.5 hours. And for Monday, transportation shows that I went to school and I didn't procrastinate, and in total I did around 2.5 hours of work, which shows about a 1 hour difference. I really like using the method of puzzle pieces or building blocks to represent how much time we use every day for time management. The difference between Friday and Monday, besides studying different subjects, is that I switched out my procrastination time for more effective studying, and that doesn't mean I don't have breaks, because I can also have breaks in between studying for different subjects, which can also help me regain my energy and stuff like that. Having no procrastination just means that I don't have distractions and I don't multitask when I finish tasks, which actually makes me finish things faster. Making to-do lists not only is a good way to manage your time, but it also helps you prioritize your work so you can finish more important and urgent work first and buy you time to take a break. You can also use the traditional way of writing it down on a notebook, which I do at school. But I also enjoy using digital to-do lists, as they tidily help me prioritize my work, and they also regularly send out notifications to remind me to start working. For me, I write reminders on a notebook I use at school, and I reorganize my to-do lists with the app Todoist. The thing I like about this app is how I can prioritize my tasks and sort them in labels to organize them, and I can also set deadlines to complete my tasks and preset future tasks. Every day, Todoist sends an email to me to review the number of tasks that I've finished and the amount of tasks that are still overdue. Although I'm just using the free version of the app, it's enough for me already. Definitely there are other to-do list apps such as Google Tasks and Monday, but it's just my usual practice of using Todoist. After creating your to-do list, your job is to complete your tasks one by one according to your priorities. The magic about the to-do list is how satisfying it is to cross out one task from your list. This encourages us to complete our tasks as soon as possible instead of procrastinating due to boredom or exhaustion. When you're working on an urgent project that's due tonight, you see your phone from not far, ringing non-stop with notifications showing your friends, sending reels and different text messages. Next to it is your bed, and behind sits your snack shelf. It's very hard to resist temptations like this, especially in a situation where you're already extremely tired. Therefore, we should try to remove the amount of distractions we may face when we're desperately trying to focus. For example, you should put your phone as far away as possible or turn it to silent mode if you really need it beside you. Stay away from completing work with food or next to or on your bed, as you may fall asleep or end up snacking. Studying music is effective for me when I'm making and organizing notes, but not as much when I'm trying to memorize points. I get too focused on the music and get distracted. However, some people may find studying music more efficient when they're studying. It's different for everyone, but you certainly should never listen to pop music or any music sung vocally, as you'll get distracted very easily or start singing instead. I recommend lo-fi music as it makes me feel relaxed and helps me focus as well, but classical music also works if you're a fan. Some people also like using habit trackers to control their will to resist temptations. This is also an effective method, but since I'm quite conscious of my own habits, I can easily discover issues with my habits. But if you want to use a habit tracker, I've seen my friends use Forest for tracking your screen time, as I've mentioned in my study tips video previously. But Habitify and YPT are also very good habit trackers. The special thing about YPT is that you can also set study groups with your friends so they can help encourage you to study, and you can also use a traditional habit tracker with pen and paper. Although many people may think that social media is a platform that makes people want to procrastinate instead of getting work done, I don't completely agree. Usually I'm one of those procrastinators on Instagram scrolling through reels, but recently I've discovered a new method. The reason why people can't stop scrolling on social media is because they're addicted. They're scrolling for entertainment, scrolling to search for entertainment, or sometimes they're just scrolling without a reason. I followed a lot of study and motivational accounts on Instagram, so their algorithm keeps suggesting study reels on my feed. Watching these reels actually do give me motivation to start studying and to stop scrolling and actually get some work done. You can also save all those inspiring reels down and watch them whenever you seek for motivation. Social media isn't just a platform for entertainment. It can also act as a tool for others to inspire and influence, and giving you motivation to finish your work too, if you know how to use it wisely. Sleep is a crucial part of your stamina throughout the day. If you get up on the wrong side of the bed, it's inevitable to experience a bad hair day. In my opinion, having an adequate amount of sleep can actually guarantee you a positive and effective day of work. You don't need to force yourself to finish all of your tasks in one night. Sometimes taking breaks and getting a rest helps you to complete things faster. Studies have actually shown that an adequate amount of sleep, like 7 to 9 hours, helps improve the memory, especially those right before sleep. If I have a test next morning at school, I like to review once before I sleep and once again when I wake up. Miraculously, I seem to struggle less with memorizing and understanding concepts. A good night of sleep can also give you a refreshing beginning to your new day. For example, getting more sleep on Friday night gives you more motivation to complete your large pile of homework on Saturday morning, so you don't have to delay tasks until Sunday night. 3, 2, 1, get up. This is what I say to myself every morning. One of the most troubling things for me is how much I want to stay in bed, especially in winter, unwilling to leave my warm bed sheets to the chilly winds of the world. Another method, which is similar to counting, is that I list the amount of things I look forward to in the day. Even having a good breakfast, watching some anime after school, and leaving school with a friend gets me excited to leave my bed and start a beautiful new day. Sometimes people procrastinate and are reluctant to finish a task after overthinking some negative situations or bad imaginary situations, convincing themselves not to work. In this case, I'd count 3, 2, 1, get up, so I don't think too much and get to work. Breaks are not a form of laziness or procrastination. It's to stop for a while so we can regain our stamina for later tasks. Having small breaks like 5 to 15 minutes or even naps is enough to give the brain time to take a rest so it doesn't get a headache after too much work. In these small breaks, you can do some relaxing activities, like listening to music from your favorite artist. Just sit and close your eyes. But don't do activities that require too much brain work, like reading, drawing, or doing exercises. Although you're doing something you enjoy, your brain has not taken a rest. This will make you more tired and sleepy after the break, causing you not wanting to work due to exhaustion. We need to stop thinking that work is a punishment. Work can also be fun and exciting. Make something you look forward to as a target when you're completing tasks. For example, some little rewards like eating some snacks or watching a comfortable YouTube video after every session of work can certainly brighten up your work productivity. However, this system requires a large amount of self-discipline. Do not rush through your tasks just to meet those rewards. The quality of the task should still be with effort and consideration before completed. These rewards are to brush up your mood of your working process, and your job is to keep up the quality of your work so that these rewards are satisfying and fulfilling, or else it loses its purpose. Everyone has their own study tips and methods of seeking motivation. Share yours with me in the comments, because we all have our down days and we're desperately seeking for motivation. I hope this video has somehow also given you some motivation and some methods to complete work more effectively. Good luck with your study and working journey. Always remember to take breaks once in a while to regain your energy and to relieve stress as well. Stay positive and motivated. You've got this.